All right, as many of you know, the nation recognized the once non-controversial day honoring Christopher Columbus this past Monday. Now, over the last decade, some people, mostly far left, have come out saying Columbus should be completely retconned from the annals of history because of his interactions with Native Americans hundreds of years ago. Well, the delusion has gone so far that a self-described award-winning multimedia journalist actually called Child Protective Services on a Virginia state Senate candidate for the grave sin of teaching her own child about Christopher Columbus. Well, the spat began when Tina Ramirez wished everyone a happy Columbus Day, oh, how dare, and then posted it on Twitter. I teach my daughter real American history. I refuse to join the radical left's campaign to erase history. Oh, well, someone was a little bothered by that. And that someone is journalist David Levitt, who responded to his followers saying, "Can someone please call child care services on Tina Ramirez, who's teaching her child to be a racist?" And then he apparently decided to make the call himself. Huh, what journalism right there. He tweeted out that the Virginia State Hotline for Child Abuse has a 10-plus minute hold and is experiencing high call volumes with 14 callers ahead of me. This is absolutely unacceptable. How many people try to report child abuse and hang up? How many children will continue to be abused? Well, Ramirez then jumped back into the fight, saying, "Mighty bold and liberal of you to lecture a Hispanic mother with a black daughter on racism. What's next? Are you going to lecture me on women's rights?" And of course, then Levitt had to respond with, "Having a black child doesn't make you any less racist." That's the level of intellectual concern we have on Twitter, which is not far off from what we have going on in every other social media realm, and maybe even in real life if we have the balls enough to actually say things to people's faces, but we don't do that much anymore. But anyway, we've now come to the point where journalists, I put those in the air quotes, and I, again, air quote, use that term very, very lightly. They are now reporting moms to authorities, actual child care protective services, for teaching their own children about actual American history. But before we go, I do want to put a little bow on this story. We have a new poll that has found Christopher Columbus is actually more liked by Hispanics in America than Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And that should actually shock no one. Now, the poll conducted by WPA Intelligence found that 53% viewed Columbus favorably, while 24% viewed him unfavorably, giving the historical figure a positive 29% net favorability rating. I'm guessing some of those people actually honestly have no idea who he is, and so they said unfavorable. But anyway, Biden, the president of the United States, scored 7%. And the vice president, Kamala Ding Dong Harris, got a 4%. So certain, air quotes, journalists may want to check themselves before forcing parents to teach revisionist history.